Say hi.
Hi.
Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great Saturday. So, what is tomorrow and what is this 60-hour reboot? A lot of you have been messaging me and you've looked at past posts and you're like, what is this 60-hour reboot that you are doing? And what is this thing that you did a while ago? It's probably backwards, I apologize. So we're going to walk you through this because a handful of us are doing this starting tomorrow night. If you are doing this with us, there's a couple of things you need to make sure that you are doing. We're starting tomorrow night as a community. So it's the Prove It community. There's a lot of people on this Keto Mom page. There's a lot of people all over the United States, Canada, Australia, and even in China, Hong Kong area, right?
Yep.
And so Annie is going to help me demonstrate, or I'm going to show you what comes in this reboot and why you're doing it. If you've already purchased the reboot, you are starting tomorrow night if you're doing it with everybody. If you are not a big deal. I can help you when it works for you. It's 60 hours. And so what people do, where do you think they're going to go to plug into this reboot? Are they going to go to a special page?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you are not plugged in to the private 60-hour reboot Prove It Facebook group, post below and I will send you the link. You want to get into this group because we've got actual coaches that talk about rebooting, or there's other words that you can use to just kind of get, like, we're really resetting our system, right? And so you want to be plugged into that Facebook group because you're going to get coaching for this next 60 hours and you are going to be able to ask questions and they're just going to navigate you through that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And so should we share what's in this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so we're going to share with you what comes in the 60-hour reboot. So if you want to join us in April, you can join us because there's going to be I'm sure there'll be another sale or another opportunity. You can't just buy this whenever you want to. So there's only been one other time we did this. There's a handful of us that did it in the beginning of February. It was my first time I ever did anything for 60 hours without eating. Was Mommy hangry?
Yes.
I was?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Or do you remember when I did this? When I was drinking these and I was taking the pills? Remember we were talking about rebooting your system?
Yes.
Was I crabby or not crabby?
Not crabby.
I wasn't crabby. Okay, so you want to show them what comes in here first?
Yep.
Tomorrow night we're going to start with something called Keto, a Keto Calm Tea. There's 2 different flavors that comes in the kit. You want to hold it up? Mm-hmm. Hold it up so everybody can see it. We've got a chocolate one and we've got the caramel apple. This one's my favorite. You're going to start with this tomorrow night. And then when you go to bed, you're not going to eat for the next 60 hours. But what's great about this keto reboot is you've got enough stuff to walk you through this that you're not starving and you're literally giving your body the essentials and everything that it needs. So we've got the Keto Calm Tea. There's different flavors you're going to have in the evenings. We've got that when they wake up in the morning, Annie, they're going to taste it. This is your favorite, isn't it? What is this one?
Lemonade.
Raspberry lemonade Keto Max. This is what you're going to have in the morning. You're going to have your Signaling OS with this. It's little pills. This is AC11. So I'm not the expert, but when you join that reboot group, if you've purchased the kit, then they're going to walk you through it. This is what I know about these pills. It goes down to a molecular level, and it helps with DNA repair and your telomeres. So this is what I know about telomeres. It's a brand new word that I've learned, is as you age, your telomeres get shorter. AC11, which we have the patent on, makes your telomeres grow. So if you want to have a good aging process, it helps with longevity. Like, this is a powerful product in itself. And so this is in the reboot kit. So they're little pills. We've got an entire system. So it walks you through for the next 60 hours. So we've got the Keto Max, which is lemonade, caffeine, and caffeine free for the evening.
Yeah.
And then we have something that you take during the day. So instead of lunch, this is my favorite. It's called, if you're familiar with bone broth, we've got 2 different flavors of bone broth called keto broth. We've got salted caramel. I prefer this cold. If you drank this before, tell me what you think of this. Did you like it warm or cold? I loved it cold. And there's one more called Keto Time. This is like Thanksgiving in a cup.
Time?
It tastes like turkey, kind of. You think it would be good?
Yeah.
It's like salty. And this is really good warm. So all of this stuff makes up the reboot. If you have no idea what I'm talking about or you're brand new, you'll be able to look at this and do it in April. So again, there was only a handful of us that did it in February. Well, some of us are doing it again in March. You can't just purchase this whenever you want.
Yep.
It's going to be a beginning of the month thing. So in April 1st, I'm guessing you're on. I'll keep you posted when it's available again. You'll be able to purchase it and do it with us.
Yep.
And so It's rebooting your system. No different than sometimes you have to reboot your computer or your phone if it's sitting around and if it gets slow, you have to reboot. What did this do for me? Let's go over this real quick.
Okay.
What this did for a lot of people is it's not about fat loss in 60 hours. Now, there are some people that had like significant, they felt a lot, they just felt better, right? And so there are some people that were like, I lost 3 to 5 pounds. That's great. And if you are on this and if you've done this, tell us like how you felt for the keto reboot. Not like, oh, I was starving, but how did you feel afterwards? The point of the reboot is to reboot your system, but also, did you want to say anything? What? So also a couple things. It's to help you understand the difference between true hunger and habit eating. True hunger and eating because you're an emotional eater.
Yep.
True hunger and just eating because my kids have leftovers on their plate. So it's that. It's the mental clarity. It's getting the cravings out of your system, and it's helping you go further faster because you're going to start making better choices the rest of the month. Right. So if you understand the power of ketones, my husband and I actually are going to be doing a Facebook Live later tonight, so watch for that.
And us.
Are you going to join me?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be sharing our entire story from really beginning until current of how we got here, a product, a lifestyle, how we've implemented it into our family, and just business in general. So watch for that this evening. I'm not going to give you a time because we all know with children, sometimes that doesn't always work. Okay, so Annie's going to share with you a couple things about ketones. Why are ketones powerful? Can they see you? I think so. What is the main thing you'd either drink ketones or ketones help with?
Does it help your brain?
Can you say it louder so they can hear you?
Does it help your brain?
It helps your brain. Ketones are powerful for your brain. So think of this 60-hour reboot also as the mental clarity that's going to give you to get refocused and back on track and help you go really help your whole living.
Yep.
I don't even know if that was said right. What do you think? You just got a lot of yeps? So here's the deal. Number one, if you've already bought the kit, make sure you're plugged into the group. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check your email. If you don't have an email, check your junk mail, check your spam mail. You should have gotten an email from Prove It. Number two, you have to plug into the Facebook group, and there should be a manual in your email that you download so that you can walk on how to do it as well. But all of the information is in the private group as well. And we will start tomorrow. If you have questions, private message me if you currently have this in your hand. If you don't have it, I don't have any more to give you, but be watching the Keto Mom page because it will hopefully go for sale again in April. Or at the very end of March, and you can join us for the next one, which is April 15th, I believe. So they'll give a window to purchase it, and then we'll all do it together. And you can get ready for summer. It's a great way to go, oh my goodness, it's spring. Like I'm ready because I've been hiding in the wintertime, and now I'm ready to get out and just feel great. So if you have any questions, let me know. Post below. Thanks for sharing with me, Annie. Do you have any questions or anything to say? Okay, that's all we have. I'm excited to do this reboot. It's going to be awesome, and we'll talk to you soon.